Day 190 of being unemployed. It's raining outside today, and out of nowhere I'm just hit with this wave of sadness. I couldn't tell you where it's even coming from. I guess what gets me is watching everything fall apart around here. Businesses going under, the economy in the toilet, bosses throwing in the towel one after another. And it's guys like me, guys my age who've already been laid off, who end up with absolutely nowhere to turn. I honestly don't know where it all went wrong. Whatever the news says, it's not what's happening out here on the ground. I mean it when I say I'm rooting for these businesses. I want these owners to hang on, if only so the rest of us have somewhere to go back to. To every boss out there still standing, keep fighting. Give us an opening. Give everybody who's out of work a shot at starting over. A couple days ago I went and tried out for a job at a factory, hauling and loading. Walked onto the floor and it was wall-to-wall guys in their 50s. I asked one what the pay was like. 12-hour days, 2 days off a month, and you walk away with maybe 800 yuan. Call it $500. That's what a 50-year-old man gets for wrecking his body all day every day. That's just the going rate for regular work in this city now. I figured, hey, it's still a way to eat, so I flat out begged the boss for a shot. He said fine. 3 days, unpaid, we'll see. First day actually wasn't bad. Worked alongside one of the regular guys, hauling and loading until I had nothing left in me. But I made it to the end of the shift. Next morning I show up again. Boss pulls me aside. Don't bother coming back, he says. I ask why. He says the guy I was paired with didn't want me. Too slow, no energy in me. 3-day trial, and I was out after one. It's brutal. Is finding work really this impossible? There's work everywhere, companies everywhere, and there's not one single spot for me. Am I really at the age where I can't even land basic manual labor anymore? I know I can do this kind of work. I want to do this kind of work. But even that's off the table now. Making a living has gotten unbelievably hard. Guys, I'm telling you today, I really feel like I'm at the end of my rope. After getting cut, I checked out another factory. Same story. By noon, I bought 2 flatbreads. Guy at the stand asks, made or plain? I say plain, give me the 2 cheapest ones you've got. In the afternoon, I looked into another job, unloading trucks for a logistics outfit. Apparently, it's the big rigs, tens of tons of freight a load, all unloaded by hand. Pays by the ton, a few yuan each, maybe 50 cents. Split between whoever's working that load. I've never done real physical labor like this in my life. I don't know if my body can even take it. Guess I'll go find out this afternoon. Is this really all that's left for a middle-aged guy who's lost his job? Is there nothing else out there? It's so hard it's hard to breathe some days. While I was out job hunting, I ran into my old boss, standing around waiting for day labor work, same as me. Didn't even recognize him at first. It wasn't until I really looked at him. This wasn't the man I remembered. Years back he was calling all the shots, sitting on millions. And now here he is, right next to me, hunting for the same day work I am. The guy who used to be above me. Now we're just 2 men in the same sinking boat. Seeing him like that, I won't lie, something complicated went through me for a second. But after we went our separate ways, what stuck with me was just an ache. The kind that comes from actually caring, not from looking down on him. A man pushing 70, still out here scraping for day work. It hit me then, nobody stays on top forever. And honestly, it felt like staring straight at my own future. I read a comment online the other day. Some guy wrote that he'd lost hundreds of thousands on a business that failed. Since last year, he's been thinking about divorce, about just disappearing somewhere and being alone. The only thing keeping him here is his kids. I sat with that for a long time. Why is the pressure on guys our age so damn heavy? Why does one layoff have to be enough to bring an entire family to its knees? If I didn't have a kid, I think I'd feel exactly the way he does. If you can't make it anymore, just end it. But I can't let go of that thought and walk away from it, not with people counting on me, aging parents. A kid still in school. What a man's supposed to carry on his shoulders is just too much some days. Right now I've got nothing to show for myself, and I'm buried in debt. Every day I'm just drifting, no idea which way to go, no idea what to even work toward anymore. The only time I feel okay is late at night, walking the streets by myself. I don't know why, But lately I've started craving that kind of quiet. I stare at the dim yellow streetlights and just can't sleep night after night. Fear, helplessness. Feeling completely lost. Like life doesn't have a direction anymore, doesn't have a point. And now the thing I'd been dreading finally happened. My heart's been giving me these sharp pains on and off for a while now, and it hit again today. I can't take it anymore. I'm scared something serious is going on, but I'm scared to go to the hospital too, because I don't have the money. Once things start going wrong, everything seems to go wrong at once. Guess bad luck really doesn't travel alone. I just hope it's nothing serious. The past couple of days I've been dealing with something with my kid. He got into it with another kid at school and ended up with a broken bone. The other family's asking for 30,000 yuan to cover it. About $500. Where am I supposed to find that kind of money? I can barely keep us fed as it is. I saw him sitting there, not moving, like some little wooden doll. I'm not blaming him for any of it. If anything, I blame myself. If I can't give him a decent home, if I can't give him a stable life, then why did I even bring him into this world in the first place? And then there's the divorce. Honestly, after it's all said and done, both sides lose. You lose face in front of your parents. Your kid loses out on the whole, complete life he deserved. But that's just how marriage goes sometimes. Once the money runs out, every little crack in the thing gets ripped wide open. When you're broke together, everything hurts. Even the small stuff. The weight of just getting by wears everything else down, little by little, until there's nothing left of it.
我希望这很多老板你们好好干，给我们一些出路。给我们一些出路，给我们一些就业的机会，给这些所有失业人员的一些就业机会。